Good morning, folks. This is Darth Ravage coming to you today with another quick review. Went on a mini hunt at Walmart after work yesterday afternoon and found this guy, Raphael from the Best Action series back in the NECA section. Turtles on a budget. Let's see if they have all the 31 points of articulation it says on the back. Here's a little brief bio if you want to go ahead and pause there and read that. And pause here. Grab that barcode if you're searching for it. Let's get this guy out and see how cool he really is. Thanks again for watching. Being that this is my first review of the Best Action series, I really do love how this is packed in the clamshell. Comes with plenty of accessories. Going through his accessories here, we have the back side of his belt, as that is not placed on there. Let's get that guy on there real quick. That's why you do stuff off camera. Now we're back and I've got it on there. This is where you can also store his very malleable size. That's not how you're going to pose him most of the time or have him on your shelf. But there's that. He has a throwing dagger, throwing star, of which it's very, very pliable, just like the size and this guy. It's made of a soft substance, which can be held by two of his grip hands, as I got the drops. Just want to get these up here and let you see these. And I can clean that flashing up as we go along. Boom. And if you don't want him posing with weapons, they'd also give him his fisticuffs. Interchangeable hands, always a great option. And the other accessory is this nicely detailed gur face. This is how you'll probably pose, or how I'll probably pose Raphael as you go along there. It's very nicely painted, nicely detailed. And let's move right along into the sculpt and look at the sculpt a little closer here. And you can see this looks just like, I'm going to put a picture up right here of his animation from back in the 90s. Being a kid of the 80s, we grew up with these guys too. And while I'm predominantly a Transformers fan, I really do, like I said, this is my favorite turtle. And you can see it's very, very nicely detailed sculpt here. And love the paint work here. It's not sloppily done. Had a couple of the earlier Playmates ones, and well, I'm not trying to get apples and oranges, but I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the paint work on this guy. Very animation accurate, right down to the belt and his R for his Raphael. And we'll go into the articulation, because this is supposed to have the best features, the best articulation, and best assortment. All right, so getting back to his articulation here, he's got a butterfly here on both sides. He's got all the way around there. He's got upper bicep swivel. He's got that much bend at the elbows, and depending on which hand you got a little back and forth, and you got all the way around in a 360 there. I guess this is his ready for action hands, as you can display it like that. His head is on a ball that you can remove and swap. Speaking of which, I had to carve out a little bit of flashing, so we're going to try this again. And there he is with his gur face and his fist installed. And then let's keep going through the articulation. He does got some waist pin because of the way that this is put together here. And he's got like some, looks like a chest crunch, and he's got some wiggle back and forth that way, but and some turn that way. But due to the shell, it has a little bit of limitations there. He can get out that far, so not full Van damage for a Ninja Turtle. He's got upper thigh swivel. He's got this much pinless at the knees, and it's hindered because of the knee pad, but it's a really neat way that they did the knee pad. Not seen that done before, even in the Playmates. And you got some ankle on a ball to get some other dynamic posing. And that's going to cover the articulation. Let's get him with his other fist on real quick. Similar to the old school turtles. This does have a few more useful accessories. Throwing stars can actually be held, and the dagger there can also be, in there. It's all that soft, malleable, what have you there, and looks great as you keep going around the figure. And now we're going to get his trademark size in his hands and stuff and let you see those real quick. I'm just telling you, this guy invokes that, G1 turtle excitement for me. And here he is with this size. As far as, playability, I don't think you're going to get a lot of that here. The Playmates version does do the playability, but this is more of a collector's kind of item, and it would look it's going to look great when I get the other 3 turtles on the shelf together with this guy, and it will invoke that whole, excitement I have for the new Turtles game that's coming out, Shredder's Revenge, I think it's what it's called, on top of the 13 pack of the collectible Turtles titles. I mean, like I said, if you're a child of the 80s and grew up and you had a love for action figures, this will continue and satiate that. And now for some final thoughts. I really am grateful that we do have an offering that's under $20 that gives you the whole animation G1 feel. As the Playmates, over time they got a little bit more expensive, as everything else does. But then this does really, it's going to look great on the shelf. And like I said, when you get the other 4 there together, it's going to really finish off the turtle look from that game or whatever, or from the original G1 animated cartoon. I mean, this box art says it all right here. G1 Turtles there. So really glad to have been able to found this and snagged it. I say, if you are a fan and you're on the hunt, don't hesitate. This is a really, really great rendition, even with the soft malleable weaponry. This is posable and it's going to look good on your shelves. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to smash like, share, comment. Let me know what you think about. Do you like this series, or do you prefer the Playmates? The Playmates mod may have a bit more articulation there. These guys stick a solid, slightly above 3 1/4 inch niche that I didn't know I needed or wanted to have. Thanks again for watching, and have a great week out there. Take care.